horizontal and on vertical. We are now live on Twitch. Hello, Twitch. I mean, sorry, YouTube. Awkward. Oh my god. It does! It does exist! Well, that was thank you for gifting a sub to Original Thought. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you. Okay. Doing all the little things. All the little things. And just so as you know. Honey, thank you for those 100 biddies. Thank you. That's incredibly kind of you. All the small things. Okay, I have just gone live over on my second YouTube channel. So here on Twitch, it's all on the same channel. But over on YouTube, I split the reading into one channel and the more traditional triggers into another. Oh my god, Cloud is standing there staring at me. Yes, Miss Cloud? Oh, she found the other pea flake. Good job. You found it, you're so smart. I don't know how, like, they can't have any scent to them. It's just a dried pea. Like, I can't smell anything from them. I have no idea. Okay. Now I'm just going to copy paste the browser docs. They smell like frog spray. Oh yeah. Yeah, that. Yes, I mean, yes, of course. They're very pungent. Pharaoh, thank you for watching over on YouTube. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, for any of you who have the capacity to open more than one window, if you're able to open the YouTube stream, I would be incredibly grateful, because that helps me accrue my watch hours that I need to apply for the YouTube Partner Program. Oh, Shay, that sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful. Okay, let's see. So now that we've had a harrowing adventure on a mysterious island, let's get extra cozy and ready for sleep. Christella, welcome and thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. Okay, it's heckin' windy. It's heckin' windy out here. Yeah, it was pretty heckin' windy here as well. When I started stream, I don't know if it's still blustering out there. Okay, let me check my redeem queue. The alerts are so loud. Can you guys wait? Let me turn them back on visually. Okay, there we go. Artax, thank you for those 300 bits. You absolute sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, and for kicking off a treasure train. Oh heck. We got a treasure train. We got a treasure train. Okay. Can you guys hear it now? Or no? The kittens are fans of my ASMR. Oh, little kittens. Little kittens. Oh my Wait, did I say Artax? And it wasn't Artax? Oh my god. Always fading echo. I'm so sorry. I misread that. I'm so sorry. I was like trying to read two separate lines at once and it got mixed in my mind. Echo. Thank you. Now Artax. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, always fading echo. Thank you so much for those 300 bits and for kicking off that treasure train. And Artax, thank you for those 300 bits. Thank you. Always that, yeah. Both purple, both starting with an A. I don't know. Lemon Slut, thank you for the 300 biddies. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Put a picture in Discord of the kittens. Yes, please. Yes, do that. I want more kitten pictures. Oh my goodness, Red Sea on Fire and Leia, thank you so much for watching over on YouTube. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It is so helpful. Yeah, poor Artax has been taking care of a bunch of feral kittens, and the mother is not being appreciative, even though he is helping quite a lot. She's not trusting, and has now broken his foot, tripping over one of them. Poor Artax. Oh, they're very lucky to have you looking out for them, though. Alright. So, Echo asked that I read Nothing Gold Can Stay by Robert Frost. We can definitely do that. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf. So Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day. Nothing gold can stay. Yeah. It's very like, there's like such a bittersweetness about that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm disappointed it's not longer, you know? I mean, I guess this has everything it needs to, but it is beautiful. We have got a name trace for Shade Bean from Vengeful. Shay, do you have a preference for your name trace? Tor, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Is it Benya or Benha or Benja? Or I can just call you Tor. Finger. Okay, just like this. Okay. Can we, do you want to like come in just like a little bit close? No, come down here. Come down here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Shay, the bean. Vengeful. None good. Are you still here? You're just like sitting on my desk. Oh man. Now I'm a little curious, sorry, just to take a moment about the Twitch alerts are really loud, and I'm wondering if there's a way to like lower the volume easily, because it's not showing up as a mic source as an audio source in OBS. And I know that like you can go into each one and turn down the volume, but I was wondering if there's like a way to like easily turn down the volume of all of them. Okay. Because, oh my god. I need to have the volume like pretty loud for ASMR. And yes, do you have something to say? Okay. And you have to like go one by one and then save it each time individually. Oh my god. Sorry guys, this will be done very soon. This will be done very soon. Okay, that should all be better now, I think. I hope. Okay. DJ, hi. Yeah, is none good left is still here. Did Buddha go to sleep? Did Buddha steal a sword and run? Is that what happened? Did Buddha grab a fucking mod sword and then just book it? Crazy behavior. Okay. Our tax has asked for fire and ice. Yes, Vengeful, we can do that. Nimbus, you're being such a complainy pants. I gotta say, I love you very much, but you're being quite a complainy pants. Okay. Alright, hold tight, Twilight fans. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. That is a good one. Hey, hello, hello. Oh shit. We hit a follower. We hit the follower goal that Twitch automatically set for me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, Roxel. Roxel. Some of the things work over there, Farrell. Hi, Faye. How are you? You guys, make sure to drop a follow for Beige Nash and check out her content. She does awesome gaming and just chatting streams and is super fucking rad and kind. Welcome in, you guys. If you're new here, I'm Faolkor. We do a mixture of traditional ASMR and storytelling reading content. We just finished our reading portion for the evening, and now we're doing super cozy content, and that very loud clanging you can hear in the background is Cloud being a thirsty lady. Are you quite done, Cloud? She's a thirsty lady. Hi, Fatalisk. Babs was the supreme ruler of Limbo, and she was in charge of 99 goblins who were indentured to attain their eternal freedom by eating bread to avoid monsters. I beg your pardon. Oh. Wait, is this like Factorio or something? What game is this? Oh, I'm glad you're having fun. Snacktorio. Got 99 goblins but avoiding one. I have not played it. That sounds hilarious. Well, babe, look, I'm gonna give you a little name for this, but please feel free to pop out whenever you need to, or be totally larky, whatever you prefer, okay? Don't you dare, DJ. Alright, let's see. You liked it. Thank you again so much. Zoning out. That's fair. That is fair. Okay. Now, let us read the road. Not taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth, then took the other, was just as fair and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Artex, thank you for those 300 biddies. Thank you so much. My favorite part about that poem is that he does the I and the M dash and repeats I. It makes it so much more effective. That's kind of fun. What's kind of fun? The poem. It's a classic. It is very much a classic. Oh my god, you guys, I think I did the wrong volume. Oh my god. I changed the volume in the wrong places. Okay. God damn it. Okay. It's fine. Who said they wanted me to do a name trace with a lot of Zs in it just to hear me say Z over and over? Okay, now it should be properly adjusted. Christ. Oh, Vic, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. The only way I think it's okay to not, for someone to not use the Oxford comma, is if they work in journalism. Now, it's no longer necessary to drop. The reason that the Oxford comma was dropped in journalism is because it was all being typeset by hand and people were paying by the letter, by the character. And so dropping those extra commas actually made a big difference in terms of like labor and space and cost and all of that. Now that's no longer relevant because journalism is mainly online and, you know, even if it's not, it's not a need in the same way. But I understand that there's like a tradition there. So if you still work in journalism and there's like this kind of historic tradition there, okay, I still think it's the worst way to do it. But I'll give you a pass for that, you know? But otherwise, to one of your favorite poems. Sure. Yeah, sure. Yes, like with the Oxford comma, the worst case scenario is that it's a little clunky, which isn't great. I own that, that's not great. But if you leave out the Oxford comma, the worst case scenario is sending a very different message. Oh yeah, if you're using an ampersand. But that, I mean, that doesn't really like, I mean, you're getting into the realm of just like casually typing things anyways. Ampersand is basically a cursive as backwards. It does kind of look like that, but it actually came from a stylization of the Latin et, which means and that's why, like, you know, because there's a lot of different styles of ampersand, and that's like a very, the basic ampersand that we use now is like a real flourishy evolution from just writing et. Yeah, like in etc. Yep. Exactly. It just means and yeah, it used to be called and per se, and well, it used to be the final letter of the alphabet. It's not really a punctuation mark. It's like a defunct letter. And it used to come at the very end, so you'd say X, Y, Z, and per se, and that got smooshed together into ampersand. The amphora. What was it used for at that time? Commas are very essential, yeah. Charles Baudelaire's Dance of Death. Let me look it up. Yeah, of course, Jen. I mean, there's a chance I'll say no, but you're absolutely welcome to ask. Mic scratching? Yeah, like kind of like what I'm doing here. Or do you want something different? Shorthanded shipping manifest. Let me know if you want me to do it a different way. Yeah, I'm for it. Oh, yeah. Do you, on the fluffy cover? Or on the phone? Very different scratching sounds, but yeah, I can do either. The black one, you got it. In fact, I mean, if I could put on my talons and then they make really good scratches. How do you stop your entire lower half from being in constant pain? Well, I can't really stop it. That being said, most of my back pain is mid-back. That's where the worst of the curvature is. So that's where I mostly experience pain. If I've been sitting for a long time, then I'll start getting pain in my lower back. And I do experience pain like all over my body, but yeah, the worst part is mid-back. Thank you for gifting us some to Paisha. Thank you. Thank you so much. Your back pain is lower back, tailbone area. Yeah. Yeah, it's like my lower back is hurting right as consistently as my mid-back, which I'm just always in pain. Okay, let's do. One of your good friends has terrible scoliosis. She won't let anyone touch her back. And one amazing chiropractor near college who was just different. He helped her so much. Yeah, look, I know that people really shit on chiropractors, and I think there's a lot of good reason. But back in the day, I saw a chiropractor who was amazing. Amazing. Like, it might be true that, like, the field is kind of based on hokum, but I think there are some very talented practitioners, like, within the space. So I've got so many frogs going off in my throat. Your lower back down your right leg is just pain. Is that sciatica, Ozzy? Tay. Your 6-month sub, courtesy 11 slide, entered 1 to 5. Heck yeah. Farrell, you love your chiropractor. Yeah, I think you need to be, like, extra careful with chiropractors because, like, they can do a lot of damage. And I think it's true that, like, physiotherapy is going to be, like, a safer thing to go to. But I think that, like, good practitioners do exist. Yeah. You felt amazing. Yeah. By the way, Jen, is this the kind of scratching you were hoping for? Oh, that sounds good. An activator, okay. Yeah, the chiropractor I saw, like, specialized in spinal deformities and scoliosis and such, and this was years ago, but during the time that I saw him, he actually, like, corrected some of my curvature, which I had had doctors since my diagnosis telling me that was impossible. But we actually corrected the curve a bit. Now it's been years. I moved cities, and now it's probably a lot worse, but, like, it was incredible. Hi, Reda. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. Something I've been wanting to do lately. I need to just, like, go find, like, a playground or something, because I've just been reading more about how healthy it is to just, like, dead hang. That it really helps, like, straighten out your skeleton. So I think I just need to go find some monkey bars and just hang. One of the chiropractors, there's a big YouTube page where they do chiro ASMR. Really? Really interesting. A figure 4 leg lock. Okay, noted. I will never let someone put me in a figure 4 leg lock. I'm curious though. There are, Jen. Yeah. I don't know. I'm renting though. I don't know if I want to, like, screw one of those into the. Yeah. No, my shower bar is not sturdy enough for sure. Oh, the door frame. Yeah, I do that sometimes, but my feet don't go off the floor. It's not the same kind of pull. Get you an inversion table. If only, man. Even if I had one, I couldn't fit it in here. Yes, our dogs, we absolutely can. I've got a poem lined up for once we're done the scratching, but you can add that to the list. Yes, there is a request for it. Yeah. Just hook onto the frame. Can you actually trust them with, like, full body weight? I'm heavy. Like, heavy bones, man. Lemon slut. Oh my god. Okay. Well, at least you said goodnight. Buddha just fucking vanished, man. Lemon slut, thank you for helping out. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys didn't hear that, did you? Oh my god, that timer went off. I need to really fuck around with my volumes. That was terrifying. Okay. Yeah, you good. I'm hoping you guys didn't hear that. My 5-minute timer went off. Oh my god, heart attack. Be careful floating in water. Oh, okay, yeah. The Buddha still auto. Okay, Buddha fell asleep in the stream. That's so funny. Used inversion table a few times. Your ankles and feet didn't like it? No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Dude, Lemon Slut, if you heard it, it's because it was so loud in my headphones that my microphone picked it up. Wait, what looked delicious? The lake amoebas? The log? Wait, what? You swam out to a log and you ate some of the log in the lake. Fatalisk. Look, I'm not trying to like victim blame here, but that kind of sounds like that's on you. That kind of sounds like that was all in your you made those choices. Hi, Blondie. Hello. Oh, sorry, Jen. Yeah. You do I have any VIPs still standing? My mods have fallen asleep. My backup mods have fallen asleep. If you want to whisper me, Jen, you can send that link there. Oh, sorry, I said okay, I wasn't thinking. Yeah, sorry, I've got it so that only mods and VIPs can post links in chat. Okay, let's read. The Dance of Death by Charles Baudelaire. I'm gonna switch to the Fluffy Merkin. Carrying bouquet and handkerchief and gloves, proud of her height, as when she lived, she moves with all the careless and high-stepping grace, and the extravagant courtesan's thin face was slimmer waist there in a ballroom mood, her floating robe in royal amplitude falls in deep folds around a dry foot shod with a bright flower-like shoe that gems the sod. The swarms that hum about her collarbones as the lascivious streams caress the stones, conceal from every scornful jest that flies her gloomy beauty and her fathomless eyes are made of shade and void with flowery sprays skull is wreathed artistically and sways, feeble and weak, on her frail vertebrae. Oh, charm of nothing, decked in folly, they who laugh and name you a caricature. They see not, they whom flesh and blood allure, the nameless grace of every bleached, bare bone that is most dear to me, tall skeleton. Come you to trouble with your potent sneer the feast of life? Or are you driven here to pleasure's Sabbath by dead lusts that stir and goad your moving corpse on with a spur? Or do you hope, when sing the violins and the pale candle flame lights up our sins, to drive some mocking nightmare far apart and cool the flame hell lighted in your heart? Fathomless well of fault and foolishness, eternal alembic of antique distress, still o'er the curved white trellis of your sides, the sateless wandering serpent curls and glides. And truth to tell, I fear lest you should find among us here no lover to your mind. Which of these hearts beat for the smile you gave? The charms of horror please none but the brave. Your eyes' black gulf, where awful brooding stir brings giddiness, the prudent reveler sees, while a horror grips him from beneath, the eternal smile of 32 white teeth. For he who has not folded in his arms a skeleton, nor fed on graveyard charms, recks not for below, or paint, or scent, when horror comes the way that beauty went. Oh, irresistible, with fleshless face, say to these dancers in their dazzled race, proud lovers with the paint above your bones, ye shall taste death, musk-scented skeletons. Withered Antinous, dandies with plump faces, ye varnished cadavers and grey lovelaces, ye go to lands unknown and void of breath, drawn by the rumor of the dance of death. From Sen's cold keys to Ganges' burning stream, the mortal troops dance onward in a dream. They do not see, within the opened sky, the angels' sinister trumpet raised on high. In every clime, and under every sun, death laughs at ye, mad mortals, as ye run, and oft perfumes herself with myrrh, like ye, and mingles with your madness, irony. There you go, Badger. Hope you. Badger. Thank you for the gifts of the Dance of Death. I hope I did that justice for you. His lovely person running me off. Oh, Shay, I feel like you're being fine. I mean, obviously do what you need to do. I think you're all good. I think you're all good. Hi, Rayshawn. And White Wolf, thank you for the follow. Very god, such skeleton. Okay, and now I have a couple of cards for a little bean. Is there a little bean in chat? Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Badger. Thanks for requesting that. You bean here? There's a bean here. A bean here. Okay. Shay. Okay. Okay. No, it's good. It's good. I'm all good. You did it. You did it. Hooray. Success is here, or just around the corner. You've worked hard and your efforts are paying off. So congratulate yourself and truly savor your fantastic victory. Just remember that success comes in cycles, so we can't be at the top of our game 24/7. We succeed, we celebrate, we rest, renew, and then succeed again. So, know where you are in this journey. You did it before, and you'll do it again, and again. One of these days you want to record it? Like of yourself reading it? Yeah. Okay, now let's get an affirmation card for the bean. Okay. Hi, Eddie. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. This one's hard to read on the screen. Usually I can read them on the stream, but these colors are difficult. It is your mind that creates your experiences. You are unlimited in your own ability to create the good in your life. You now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. You did it! Those cards actually went well together. Yeah, it is, it's a lot of eyeballs and flowers. You know? I'm sure it means something. Okay. Now I've got a name trace for Vengeful from You don't care. Okay. Okay. Cornwall, you should thank Shay, who redeemed that for you. Satinal Rose, welcome and thank you for the follow. Who is this Senior Gelfie? Yes, it is inspired by Neverending Story. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Hold. Everybody hold. Hold up. Alright. A name trace for Satinal Rose. With the rose. We could do that. I just want to double check. Am I saying your name correctly? Am I saying it correctly? But I do want to say the rose is a little low on battery power and it's not glowing as brightly at the moment. Yeah, I am saying it right. Satinal? Okay. Wait. mean, it's lava. The leaves are fabric though. Kelpie was in fact our dog in the Ghost Girls. Yeah, and I like had never had a conversation. My first introduction, my actual first introduction to Kelpie was that he was our dog in D&D. And everyone was like, oh my god, it's Gelfie. Give Gelfie pats on the head. And I was like, this is based after a real person who I've never had a conversation with, and I feel like weird petting him. I was like, cool. And then months later, Kelpie and I introduced ourselves to each other. You were in here, right? And I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Kelpie. Everyone seems to know you, but we've never talked. Affirmation card coming up next for our tags. I'm gonna make him record him. I mean, I didn't think you were, like, you know, like, it was just weird, because it's like lots of, like, friends in common, and everyone's like, oh yeah, Gelfie, and I'm like, yeah. I don't know, like I knew your name and that you existed, but I didn't know you at all. I knew of you, yeah. Okay, Artax. Are you there, Artax? Everyone knows Gelfie. Well, I didn't. Okay, I'll hold that one off for Artax. Oh, you are here. I've got an affirmation card for you. My home is a peaceful haven. Okay, look, I know your home is currently filled with feral cats who just broke your foot the other day. But maybe that means like this is the affirmation you really need right now. Your home is a peaceful haven for feral cats. I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner, and my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I am at peace. Wait, that's actually so lovely because you've like created a peaceful haven for these kittens, bringing them warmth and safety. Yeah, oh man, Artax, I really hope that you heal quickly. Any takers of this group? Wait, Phoenix, what group? Wait. He hired you? What? Gamers? Oh. I'm a gamer. Okay. Can you change a YouTube username? I don't know. But hello, Struckmore. Wait. Why is that a terrible choice? Welcome. cool. Okay, next up, we're gonna be reading Hope is the Thing with Feathers by Emily Dickinson. Hell yeah. My girl was spamming M dashes before it was cool. Signal Rose, thank you. Thank you for dropping a follow over on YouTube. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's so lovely of you. I'm a lot newer over on YouTube, so still very much just trying to get off the ground over there, so it's very helpful. Okay. I thought hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. KB, what the heck? KB, thank you for 5 gift subs. Thank you. And Ordak, thank you for those 200 biddies. Oh my goodness. KB, is there a trigger or name trace or something I could get for you? And Loticus, thank you for the follow. Let me know if I'm saying your name wrong. You can change a YouTube username, but only once in a while. Well, I'm stuck with it for a few more weeks. Well, I don't know. It doesn't seem bad unless I'm missing something. Unless I'm missing like an innuendo or something. It seems okay. I'll go to the Cloud District. Okay. Oh, there's Nim eating away. Here, let me turn it on for vertical viewers. We got some peaks. Some little peaks. Just here for the vibes. Oh my goodness, KB. You did a whole end of semester undergrad paper based on Hope is the Thing with Feathers. Oh my goodness. I'm so cute, like I want to read it. Is there any like particular takeaway from it that really stuck with you? I don't have a lot of mic options, so yes. Yeah. This is basically the one that I use, yeah. Artax, thank you for the underbiddies. Versus the ears. So, I got an ear mic like a while ago, and I could never get it to sound right. And I would like putter with it a bit, you know, and still wouldn't sound good. It's like broken, and I've never properly used it. I don't know that it's broken, but the stand fell off in a way that these loose screws are like dangling from it, and I feel like I have to like crack it open to fix it, and I'm scared of doing that. You have a vampire look to you. So I get old. I'll check out my lip gloss that's made to look like blood. Look at this. Like a tube of blood. Dungeon Badger. Wait, you're gifting us up to Linju? Oh, to see if you can. I was gonna say, is Linju here? What kind of blood? The blood of the people that dog ear my books. My books. Look great for 5,000 years old. It's like, yeah, I'm so disappointed. Just reading my abouts. Oh no, that's totally fine. Yeah, feel free to ask whatever. I actually have a command. Okay. Looney, thank you for the 100 biddies. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How long have you had Fallon, or Fallon? How long have you had Cloud Nimbus for? I've had Cloud for about 3.5 years. And they said she was 3 years old when I adopted her. Now, whether she was newly 3 or like almost 4, or they were totally off, I don't know. And then Nim I've had for about 3 years, and I got her as a little pup. Does anyone remember a vampire movie where they drove a car with a very small slit to see through? I mean, definitely Spike in Buffy does that. He newspapers all his car windows and leaves a little thing to see through. It's probably been done in other places, but that's what comes to mind. Who the fuck is Owen? I actually don't know who Owen is. I don't know. Who is Owen? I don't know. Okay, go ahead. Well, I thought that was you. I thought that was just what you look like, Kelfie. Thought that was your face. Hi, Marky Mark. But if you're in the mood for a good vampire story, may I recommend over on my other YouTube channel, there is a playlist of the book Carmilla, which is older than Dracula, twice as sexy, and has lesbians in it. So it's really good. It's a really good story. It's like the OG sapphic vampire story. Like, nothing blatant happens because it's a really old book. Well, okay, I say that, but like, you know, there was always people writing smut. No, like, there's nothing smutty in it, but it is super fucking sexy. Oh my god. Was there a YouTube series of it in the 2010s? I don't know. I just know that it does not get enough attention compared to Dracula. It's so good. Oh, thank you, Artax. I'm so glad you like it. Yeah, it's got lesbian friends. Does it establish any vampire tropes? I am not a vampire scholar, so I can't say for sure if, like, because it draws obviously on a lot of like folklore and things. Like, it's kind of hard to, I don't know, out of the tropes that it uses, I don't know which of them were invented by the author. Although I guess you're asking established, not just invented. It does have that vampires are able to shapeshift, that they're able to enter locked rooms, that they form close bonds, what do you mean insert cricket noises? What do you mean? Your last message. You mean Faolkor? What, me? I don't understand what you're saying to me. The lesbian couple. Yeah, it's love at first bite. No, it's like very, and it's because it's like, it's weird with women, right? Because there is an acceptable amount of overt displays of affection. But where is that line, you know? If you're holding hands and you're kissing and you're holding each other and you're saying that you love each other and can't bear to be away from each other and kissing her neck and stuff, like, where is that line where it's like, well, that's not like, that got a little steamy there. A little bit steamy. Dracula could become a big bad, and he's a thing for love. Yes, but Carmilla is older than Dracula. Le Fanu was pretty accurate with Western European lore. He didn't invent much. That's what I'm guessing, that there wasn't much that he invented, but then I was like, oh, he has like established, which isn't the same as invented, just like made more popular potentially, but I don't know. That seems pretty good. Oh no. Oh no, Kev. Here, I'll allow your message. Oh no, that's awful. That's awful. Awful. Okay. Phoenix, are you still there? Sorry, I'm just imagining what's happening to Kevin. It's like, making me shudder. How can any vampire be older than the dragon himself? I know that's like what his name means. I mean, the book Carmilla is older than the book Dracula. Hi, Phoenix. Let's read your affirmation card. Okay. It is safe to look within. As I move through the layers of other people's opinions and beliefs, I see within myself a magnificent being, wise and beautiful. I love what I see in me. It is safe to look within. There you go, Phoenix. Artax, thank you for the 100 biddies. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Yayor. How old is Carmilla? She's a young woman, but she's been a young woman for quite a long time. How long have you been? 17? A while. Sorry. Oh my god, Farrell. I mean, look, obviously, if you prefer to read it on your own, that's totally understandable. But it is one of the few books that I've actually edited up on YouTube, so there's no like other chit chat. It's just the book. So, okay. Okay. Not to be a fucking pleb, but I actually don't know how to say this. Giar? Okay, let me listen to a little thing. Hold on, I just have to quickly sit through this diapers ad before I can hear how it's pronounced. Hold on. Okay. Oh my god, that was so loud. Jower. Jower. Alright. The Jower. Unquenched. Unquenchable. Unquenched. Unquenchable. Around. Within. My heart shall dwell. Nor ear can hear, nor tongue can tell the tortures of that inward hell. But first, on earth as vampires, and thy corse shall from its tomb be rent, then ghastly haunt thy native place, and suck the blood of all thy race. There, from thy daughter, sister, wife, at midnight, drain the stream of life, yet loathe the banquet which perforce must feed thy livid living corse. Thy victims, ere they yet expire, shall know the demon for thy sire. Their sire, as cursing thee, thou cursing them, thy flowers are withered on the stem. But one that for thy crime must fall, the youngest, most beloved of all, shall bless thee with a father's name. That word shall wrap thy heart in flame. Yet must thou end thy task and mark her cheek's last tinge, her eyes' last spark, and the last glassy glance must view, which freezes o'er its lifeless blue. Then with unhallowed hand shalt tear the tresses of her yellowed hair, of which in life a lock when shorn, affection's fondest pledge was worn, but now is borne away by thee, memorial of thine agony. There you go. God of EXP, thank you for the follow. Thank you, question mark. Verdabs, hello. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I was tingly. Good. I'm glad. Listen to Carmilla. That's the link to the playlist. It is a very good book. Very good story. Alright, let's see. Good night, Shay. Good night, good night. Sleep well, sleep well. Wait, what the fuck happened, you guys? I remember very clearly stating that we'd be doing like a 3 to 4 hour stream tonight. Do you guys remember me saying that? Oopsie. Whoops. Damn it. Look what happened. Well, because this is my second stream of the day. I streamed this afternoon as well. Welcome. Is it, wait, Cretin, Panic? Hello. Thank you for the follow. Heck yeah, KB. I hope you enjoy it. I mean, like, if anyone, like, you don't have to listen to mine But if you're wanting like an audiobook version, I think it's a decent job. Apparently Lilith is a vampire. So Lilith is a demon, or like the lore about her turned her into a demon who then is kind of like continuously giving birth to demons and also eating her own children. So in a way, there's something vampiric about like living off that life force, I guess, but it's not like a vampire in the strictest sense as we think of it. Cannibal succubus, kind of closer to that, I guess. Yeah. It's obviously all bullshit misogyny. At least she's getting her iron in. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if she's gonna be spewing out millions of demon babies, you'd think they'd be thanking her for reabsorbing some of them. There'll be a lot of babies, demon babies. The Anne Rice Vampire the Masquerade starts with Cain, not Lilith. Really? I've never read Anne Rice. I know she's like, I mean, not classic in terms of like the classic literature we read here, but she's classic, you know? Classic pulp, is that fair to say? But yeah, never read any of her books. Fictional vampires and energy vampires, yeah. I mean, if you break down vampire to just meaning like absorbing your life force from something, then we all are. We're just like food vampire, you know, like. Okay, Kev, I've never watched that show, but that's so weird because literally, like, within the last couple of days, I saw that clip and I didn't even know what it was from. And then I saw in the comments what it was from, but like, I've never seen that. That's so weird. That's the only clip I've seen from that show. No, it did not. No, it did not, DJ. Oh, wait, you're talking about the book. Okay. My whole life started crumbling away. I'm like, no, that's not possible. That's not possible. What makes someone a vampire? I mean, I think that immortality is an important part of it. So, dude, you see, well, no, because you hear all that shit, like, Fellowship of the Ring came out like 20 years ago, which like is true, right? But it just makes you feel like you're shriveling up into like a desiccated mummy and you're just gonna blow away on the wind, right? Like, it just makes you feel so old. You said that and I was like, what? And then I was like, no, that's like literally impossible. That escalated. Yeah, it's like when Oisin comes back from Mananam MacLear's fairyland under the sea, and his wife's like, don't fucking get off your horse. And he's like, sure thing, sweet cheeks. And then he fucking gets off his horse and instantly turns into a shriveled old man and then into a pile of dust. Grains. You were there when the Hobbit movies were coming out. Wasn't that like less than a decade ago? Two vegans have beef. vampire is Bunnicula. It's obviously Bunnicula. Hands down, I'll fight you. Mortem, yes. Yes, I mean, a few who? The celery stalks at midnight, Bunnicula. The children are forgetting the sacred texts. Hold on. Bunnicula is their little children's chapter books about a vampire rabbit who would get into the fridge at night and suck all the juice out of the veggies the next day. Like, the people would open the fridge door, and isn't it from the point of view of there's like a cat and a dog? All the vegetables and fruit would be white. Okay, Auntie, shut the fuck up, man. Oh my god. Bunnicula meets Edgar Allan Crow. Yeah. Oh my god. Now I want to read Bunnicula with you guys, but it's not in the public domain. Yeah, there was like a whole series of Bunnicula books. So cute. So cute. Oh my god. Okay, children, settle down. The Resident Evil movies, I never actually saw them. I kind of want to, though. I've heard they're really bad. But I love Resident Evil. You don't know enough about vampires and their stories. You better go listen to my reading of Carmilla. They're so bad. Well, the only reason that I was at all interested in watching it when I was younger is because of I had a big lesbian crush on Mila Jovovich, or whatever her name is. For obvious reasons. I don't need to explain myself. But I never saw it. I haven't played Requiem yet. It made you mad at it? Yeah, I've heard it's terrible, but I feel like if you go into it, like, maybe like watching it with friends, maybe like making it a drinking game or something, like, it could be fine. Like, I kind of love how bad the old games are, like the voice acting, and oh my god, like Is it in Resident Evil, or is it in Zero? I think it's just the OG Resident Evil, like the first release, where like the intro was like live action shot with like terrible acting. Has anyone seen that? So funny. So funny. And now I just saw apparently they're doing a remake of Code Veronica, which Code Veronica is actually still on my list. I need to still go play through Code Veronica. But I've heard that the movies, like, are not relevant. Like, they add, like, different characters. Like, it's, I don't know. Which, it's crazy to me that they don't make, like, proper Resident Evil movies. You know? There's all these, like, shows and films coming out based on video games, and I know those movies, I mean, I haven't seen them, but I've heard they're shit and, like, kind of irrelevant. But, like, they could make movies or a show that's, like, really in keeping with the tone, you know? A new one's coming out, a new game? A new game. I mean, I don't mind if they introduce new characters, as long as it's like within the context of like familiar character, you know, like bringing a new person into the group or whatever. That's fine. What are you guys? I'm asking you. God. A new what is coming out? To quote Yahtzee? The dice game? What? Oh, okay. Oh, that's the name of a YouTuber. Don't you dare say, sure, Auntie, again. Fuck off. Sure, Grandma. God damn it. Oh, man. I mean, yes, I'm like several centuries old. He was pre-me on YouTube. These kids have never met him. Go bulk. Too true. Too true. Cousin Gabulk would fry them up before her supper. She chopped them into little pieces and put them in her pies. I mean, no she wouldn't. No she wouldn't. What? Of course not. Of course not. It's just some squirrel. Just a squirrel pie. Yeah, the youth today just need a little bit of like the fear of Baba Yaga driven into them. That's my shakes cane at clouds moment. The youth today need a little Baba Yaga in their lives. How dare you? The future is now. Baba Yaga is eternal. No matter how young and fit and powerful and hot you are, there will always be a creepy old hag who will put you in a pie. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, on that note, it's time to sleep. At least someone finds you tasty. I can't guarantee she'll enjoy the taste of it. Yeah, then she rides away in her hut with chicken legs. How's the croissant? I mean, it's hurting. If I think about it, it's hurting a lot, but the conversation with you guys is engaging, and I kind of like phase out, like I turn off my pain receptors to a degree. But if I focus on it, it hurts a lot. Don't make me think about it. It hurts a lot. There are a set of 2 cats on YouTube named Papa and Yaga. That's so cute. That's very cute. I probably should be wrapping up soon. Can we read a Russian fairy tale before bed? Yes. Yes, we can. At least I think we can if I can find a book. So I can't, it's around somewhere. It's around somewhere. I'm sorry. I mean, I do have my Grims right here. I don't know where the Russian one is. I'm sure it's around somewhere. I mean, obviously it is. I do have my Grims. Look how pretty. Oh, pretty. I do have a lot of books. Yeah, we don't say a boat. We say a boat. We say a boat. Fairy tale. Okay. I've never read this one before, so I can't promise whether it's good or not, okay? Oh, Badger. It's really good to see you, yeah. Oh my god. God of the XP, I misread that, and I thought it said the owl placed the child's soup into an owl. And I was like, I think you skipped over the steps where the owl turned the child into soup. Okay. I've never read this before. I can't promise if it's good or not, okay? It's called Fowler's Fowl. And there was once a wizard who used to take the form of a poor man and went to houses and begged. Oh, and caught pretty girls. Wait. Sorry. Hold on. Hold on. What the fuck are you doing with these girls, man? No one knew where he carried them, for they were never seen again. Okay. Hold on. Maybe he gets his comeuppance. Hold on. Let's see what happens. One day, he appeared before the door of a man who had 3 pretty daughters. He looked like a poor, weak beggar and carried a basket on his back, as if he meant to collect charitable gifts in it. He begged for a little food, and when the eldest daughter came out and was just handing him a piece of bread, he barely touched her. And she was forced to jump into his basket. Some Krampus motherfucker. Then he hurried away with long strides and carried her away into a dark forest to his house, which stood in the midst of it. Everything in the house was magnificent. He gave her whatever she could possibly desire except for her freedom, and said, "My darling, you will certainly be happy with me, for you have everything your heart can wish for." This lasted a few days, and then he said, "I must journey forth and leave you alone for a short time. There are the keys of the house. You may go everywhere and look at everything except in one room." Oh, it's a Bluebeard story. Okay. "Except in one room, which this little key here opens, and I forbid you to go there, on pain of death." He likewise gave her an egg, and said, "Preserve the egg carefully for me, and carry it continually about with you, for a great misfortune would arise from the loss of it." So this guy has not only kidnapped her, but now he's giving her tests. He's testing her. She keys and the egg and promised to obey him in everything. When he was gone, she went all around the house from the bottom to the top and examined everything. The rooms shone with silver and gold, and she thought she had never seen such great splendor. At length she came to the forbidden door. She wished to pass it by, but curiosity let her have no rest. She examined the key. It looked just like any other. She put it in the keyhole and turned it a little, and the door sprang open. But what did she see when she went in? A great bloody basin stood in the middle of the room, and therein lay human beings, dead and hewn to pieces. I didn't know what I was choosing when I picked this story. And nearby was a block of wood, and a gleaming axe lay upon it. She was so terribly alarmed that the egg, which she held in her hand, fell into the basin. She got it out and washed the blood off, but in vain. It appeared again in a moment. She washed and she scrubbed, but she could not get it out. It was not long before the man came back from his journey, and the first things which he asked for were the key and the egg. She gave them to him, but she trembled as she did so, and he saw at once by the red spots that she had been in the bloody chamber. Girl, just say you stuck it up your fa-hoo-hoo when you were bleeding. Just tell an audacious lie. It'll throw him off.
Since you have gone into the room against my will, said he, you shall go back into it against your own. Your life is ended.
He threw her down, dragged her there by her hair, cut her head off on the block, and hewed her into pieces so that her blood ran on the ground. Then he threw her into the basin with the rest.
Now I will fetch myself the second,
said the wizard. This fucking pervert psychopath needs to be locked up. I tiff. Oh, it's just a Grimm's fairy tale. And again he went to the house in the shape of a poor man and begged. Then the second daughter brought him a piece of bread, and he caught her like the first by simply touching her and carrying her away. She did not fare better than her sister. She allowed herself to be led away by her curiosity, opened the door of the bloody chamber, looked in, and had to atone for it with her life on the wizard's return. Thank you for the hearts over on YouTube. Thank you. And then he went and brought the third sister, but she was clever and crafty. When he had given her the eggs, when he had given her the keys and the egg, and had left her, she first put the egg away with great care. Like, why were they carrying this egg around? He couldn't see you. Put the egg away. And then she examined the house, and at last went into the forbidden room. Alas, what did she behold? Both her sisters lay there in the basin, cruelly murdered and cut in pieces. But she began to gather their limbs together and put them in order: head, body, arms, and legs. And when nothing further was wanting, the limbs began to move and unite themselves together, and both the maidens opened their eyes and were once more alive. Then they rejoiced and kissed and caressed each other. On his arrival, the man at once demanded the keys and the egg, and as he could perceive no trace of any blood on it, he said,
"You stood the test. You shall be my bride."
Now he no longer had any power over her, and was forced to do whatever she desired. "Oh, very well," said she. "You shall first take a basket full of gold to my father and mother, and carry it yourself on your back. In the meantime, I will prepare for the wedding." And then she ran to her sisters, whom she had hidden in a little chamber, and said, "The moment has come when I can save you. The wretch shall carry you home again. But as soon as you are at home, send help to me." She put both of them in a basket and covered them quite over with gold, so that nothing of them was to be seen. Then she called in the wizard and said to him, "Now, carry the basket away, but I shall look through my little window and watch to see if you stop on the way to stand or to rest." The wizard raised the basket on his back and went away with it, but it weighed him down so heavily that perspiration streamed from his face. Then he sat down and wanted to rest a while, but immediately one of the fucking stupid sisters in the basket cried, "Oh no, wait, this is a setup. Don't worry. Okay. Never mind. They've got it under control." One of the girls in the basket cried, "I am looking through my little window, and I see that you are resting. Will you go on at once?" He thought it was his bride who was calling that to him, and got up on his legs again. Once more he was going to sit down, but instantly she cried, "I am looking through my little window, and I see that you are resting. Will you go on directly?" And whenever he stood still, she cried this, and then he was forced to go onwards until at last, groaning and out of breath, he took the basket with the gold and the two maidens into their parents' house. At home, however, the bride prepared the marriage feast and sent invitations to the friends of the wizard. Then she took a skull with grinning teeth, put some ornaments on it, and a wreath of flowers, carried it upstairs to the attic window, and let it look out from there. When all was ready, she dipped into a barrel of honey, and then cut the feather bed open and rolled herself in it, until she looked like a wondrous bird, and no one could recognize her. Then she went out of the house, and on her way she met some of the wedding guests, who asked,
"Oh, Fowler's fowl, how come you here?"
"I come from Fitz the Fowler's house, quite near."
"And what may the young bride be doing?"
"From cellar to garret she swept all clean, and now from the window she's peeping, I ween." At last she met the bridegroom, who was coming slowly back. He, like the others, asked,
"Oh, Fowler's fowl, how come you here?"
"I come from Fitz the Fowler's house, quite near."
And what may the young bride be doing? From cellar to garret she's swept all clean, and now from the window she's peeping, I ween.
The bridegroom looked up, saw the decked-out skull, thought it was his bride, and nodded to her, greeting her kindly. But when he and his guests had all gone into the house, the brothers and kinsmen of the bride, who had been sent to rescue her, arrived. They locked all the doors of the house, that no one might escape, set fire to it, and the wizard and all his crew had to burn. The end. Damn. I mean, if I was her, I would have found a way to, like, keep his beautiful house. You know, the girls have earned it. Don't you hate it when the bride takes a skull and dips herself in honey, pretends to be a giant talking bird? Those tricksy women. That was wild. I have to imagine there's some sort of necromancy spell, like on the room or something. It's a beautiful book. It's not the copy of the Grimms that I read from the most often. I have a much more, like, worn version that I usually read from. This one's more decorative. But, hold on. I'm stopping reads coming in. Isn't it beautiful? It's got these trees on it. It's got red foil. And it's all gold. And it's so pretty. Freaking gorgeous. Gorgeous. And look at the, check this out. So beautiful. Okay, I'm going to wrap up the YouTube stream. I really didn't think we'd be streaming this long. Oh my god, we've been going for 2 hours on YouTube and 6 hours total. I seriously thought, I said earlier, I was like, it's gonna be a shorter stream because it's my second stream of the day. It'll be like 3, maybe 4 hours. I said, it's not gonna be one of those 5 to 6 hour streams. So, thank you so much to everyone who watched on YouTube. It genuinely helps so much. If you've enjoyed this at all, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's the free option on YouTube. And, you know, yeah, that's it. Also make sure you're subbed to my other YouTube channel, which is where the reading is, and then also if you want to stay up to date on everything, make sure you're following me on Twitch. Artex, thank you for the biddies, thank you. And you know, come join our Discord and all that jazz. I'm gonna be ending the YouTube stream first, and then we will be raiding out somewhere on Twitch. So, let me just wrap up the YouTube. I will be back on Thursday night. So, I hope to see you then. Sleep well, YouTube. Good night. Good night, YouTube. Good night, good night.